Margaret Knuckles here at Stella and Dot, and I wanted to hop on and share with you my morning skincare routine. I thought it would be best to just hop on and walk you through it by me putting on the products. I think it's beneficial to see what I'm using and what it treats. I know some of you may be interested in looking to just give your skincare a complete overhaul, and maybe some of you may be looking to treat just certain areas, and maybe some products that you can work into your current regimen. But Ever Skincare is what we refer to as a clinical skincare brand, meaning that it is clean, it's free of the toxins and the junk, but it's also a clinical grade, meaning that it is effective. It has been third-party tested. We've worked with dermatologists to bring to you skincare that is extremely beneficial to your skin. I have been using it since the skincare line came out and can attest that I love it. The products are amazing. But what we do is we treat those top 10 signs of aging. That's going to include enlarged pores, dryness. As we age, the hydration in our skin tends to diminish, so you may see more dehydrated skin, dry skin, dullness. Our skin cell turnover is a lot slower. So as we age, we see that cycle of skin cells maybe once a month that it turns over, whereas in a baby, it's every 24 hours. Uneven skin tone. So you're going to see age spots or maybe some redness. That's another one. Loss of radiance, which kind of goes again with that dullness. Uneven texture and roughness. So you may just see more like bumps or just kind of rough patches on your skin, fine lines and wrinkles, loss of firmness, thin skin, spots and discoloration, those age spots that pop up, and redness. So what I want to do is just kind of walk you through some of the products that I'm using and why I do what I do. So one of the key things that you want to do is make sure you put on, obviously, a clean face, fresh out of the shower, or have washed your face, and make sure your skin is damp. So I'm putting a little bit of water on my face to just mimic what I would have done if I had just gotten out of the shower, or if I had just washed my face. So make sure you put on your skincare products with a damp face. So don't fully dry it. And one of the first products I use is hyaluronic acid, Quench. So this is something that is for your face and is going to treat the hydration aspect. Now, keep in mind, if you have oily skin, your skin can still be dehydrated. So that is one of those things that we really deal with as we age. So hyaluronic acid is something that's naturally occurring in your body and we see less of. So this is a serum. This is something you're going to want to start with first. And what you want to do in the order of your products is first start with the thin products and work up to the thickness. People can see pilling if you're layering your products on. If you have had this happen, what you want to do is make sure you, one, start with a damp face and use the products in the thickness order. So start with the thinnest and work up to like your lotion that would be the thickest. Second, you want to make sure you give time in between for the products to absorb. I don't have that problem, so I layer them right on. But if you do, make sure you take time for them to absorb into your skin. And then thirdly, you want to make sure you have exfoliated your skin, which I will get into in our nighttime routine, some products that are going to be great for helping to get those dead skin cells off. So as I mentioned, Quench is a hyaluronic acid naturally occurring in your body, but as we age, it diminishes. And there are two different hyaluronic acid molecules in here. One that permeates deeper into the skin for an extra boost of hydration, and one on the surface that's going to help to plump those fine lines and wrinkles up as your skin gets hydrated. And then the next product I use is going to be our vitamin C. Vitamin C, there's actually 3 products every woman should use. Vitamin C, retinol at night, and an SPF. So vitamin C is something that is going to brighten, it's going to smooth, it's going to firm, it's going to repair against those free radicals, UVA light, UVB light, blue light. It's going to give you basically a look like you ate diamonds for breakfast. And it's going to also reduce those age spots. So it really is going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. So you always want to shake it up, and then you want to pat again into your skin. Rubbing into your skin will also create the effect of the pilling. So make sure you pat and be gentle with your skin. So this stuff smells like rose oil. It is absolutely amazing. And one thing I always say and always forget to do myself is bring it down the neck and into your chest and décolletage area too. Don't forget about that area. So you again, just pat that into your skin. And it is an amazing product. I will be sharing some before and after pictures or have on there so you can kind of see the difference in the products of the age spots. Vitamin C, you see a really, really nice drastic difference in the skin. Leftover product, put it on your hands. You'd be surprised at how much your hands age as well. Okay, so going in that order, the next product I'm gonna use is Youthful. This is our #1 top seller, followed by Vitamin C, #2 top seller. Youthful is a peptide. Peptides are a collagen enhancing and producing product that is very important for your skin. This is going to help with elasticity, with firmness, with redness. It's really a huge bang for your buck what you get into this bottle. So again, add a pump onto your skin. And the reason it's called Youthful is it really does give you a more youthful look. So again, rub that in and just pat it into the skin, really working well around that eye area, delicate, to help, again, with those fine lines, wrinkles, redness. Peptides are something that are completely forgotten about, I feel like, oftentimes. So it's really important to add those into your skincare products. And I realize that, it's one of those products, #1 top seller. It's obvious. People are seeing huge results with it, and that is why people keep coming back. We do have bundles where you can get some of these products in bundles, or you can get a complete regimen. So as I'm working through and kind of telling you what the different products do to treat, you may feel like hydration is key and you need that, or kind of anti-redness, firmness, Youthful, or the discoloration, and dullness, Vitamin C. Okay, and the last kind of product I'm going to use on my face before I start with my makeup routine is Flawless. This is one of our newest products. It is amazing. It gives you more of this kind of soft focus. It almost looks like it creates in your skin a face filter. Love this stuff. And in this, it's going to have products that are going to help to moisturize, replenish that skin barrier. Niacinamide. Now, this is a product that you rub in circles in. So if you're wondering why I'm doing that right now, that is what this product calls to do. But niacinamide is something that's going to really help with pores as well as even skin tone. So I have enlarged pores around this area. So this is something that I really love to use. Another product that we have, Clarify, also helps with that, with niacinamide. This also has more vitamin C, which, as I mentioned, helps to brighten, fade dark spots, and protects it with antioxidants. And then it has ceramides, which moisturize and protect that skin barrier. So rubbing that in, as you kind of see, as I'm layering these products on, hopefully you can see how it's kind of really brightens my skin a lot. That's one of the first things that you see. Okay, moving on to my kind of quick makeup routine with our clean skincare. One of the best products I'm obsessed with is our Daylight. It's a tinted moisturizer with an SPF 32, broad spectrum mineral-based sunscreen. So it's clean, but it's something you want to put on your skin every single day. Put this on real quick. I'm down to the end and don't want to open my new bottle just yet. Okay, so I do the medium shade. I love how it gives my face a nice kind of even tone while protecting with the sunscreen. So I'm gonna rub this in more than pat. And it's important to put the SPF all over, including around your eye areas, your ears, bring it down your neck and your chest, which is really, really important. So the thing I love about this is it's a very light coverage, barely any coverage at all, but just enough that I think as you see your skin start to change, you will find that you need less makeup. You're not trying to cover things up. You really just want that beautiful skin to shine through. So that's why I'm obsessed with that. I just love this. The tinted moisturizer is something I've always used, but once I got on Ever, I have been obsessed and never looked back. So as I mentioned earlier, it is very important to use an SPF on your face every day. There's so much aging that happens in the sun. You can still get a little bit of sun with an SPF. So it's important to use this, but it's going to protect against that major damage that is going to happen from the sun. I'm sitting in front of my window right now, but even in the house, as you're walking through rooms, you're getting sun. If you're in your car, obviously if you're outside, so definitely a must-have. And then I'm going to follow it up with our treatment concealer. So I get some dark circles through here. And as you can see, I feel like the daylight definitely helps a little bit to cover that up. But I take this corrector, which I just use a teeny little bit, and then I'm just gonna dab it in these little areas here. Any areas that I have more redness and discoloration, it's gonna help to kind of blend that and cover that up. So I love our brushes, they're amazing. This is the concealer one that I use to just kind of blend that in. And then I use that to kind of cover up any areas of redness and discoloration that I have. So that is the next step I do. And then we have the most amazing palette that I am obsessed with. This is great to use for makeup. It's got here my bronzer, my highlighter, my blush, and then my different eye makeup areas. Before that I do that, I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and I wet and take this all over. One of the other things that I'm obsessed with about daylight is it gives you a dewy finish. So one of the things that I talked about is the dullness that happens. You wanna stay away from matte products. You want to use products that give you a dewy look. Again, if you're using matte products, it's gonna give you more of a drying look and it's going to create a more dull look with your skin. So dewiness is what you're seeing in teens and 20-year-olds and babies, and you want that dewiness in your skin too. Okay, so back to the eye makeup. That is kind of my next step. Actually, let's do the brows. Brows frame the face, and I love how we have all of these different products here. As I was saying, we have the all over eye, a couple different shadows that you can also use. So this palette is your all-in-one. So I'm just gonna go in and fill in my brows right here. We also have framed some eye pencils, but why I like to use this is it is an all-in-one, and it really does show you that you can take this palette and be done with your makeup. So I like to just, again, fill in the brows, and then I'll take my little brush from my eye pencil and kind of blend that in, or you can just kind of rub it in as well. So there is that. And then I'm gonna take this kind of nude shade and do it all over the brow. And when you're doing your makeup, some things and tips that you wanna do is do stuff that lifts your face instead of pulling it down. So with that being said, this I think is your primer, and then I'm gonna go in. I like to use a little bit of the blush and the bronzer, and then I go in and I work up above the brow bone. So instead of going in here, I am using this area here to kind of lift the eye area up instead of going under. So that's another little trick. And it just is almost like it highlights the brow bone. And so it lifts and makes your eye area appear a little bit more awake. So test that out. I've also seen people say they'll take it like this. And so I'm taking my, what is this called? My eyelash curler. And then you can kind of do that to kind of highlight the bone as well. Okay, so another tip. And then of course, really taking and working on the upper eye more so than the lower eye. So I use this same dark shadow as a top lash eyeliner. And so I just take this area and very gently pull it and just create this on the outer eye right there. And just as you can see, it opens and focuses on the top instead of the bottom. So it's important to, if you are someone that's still doing under eye, shadow, and mascara, it's one of those things that you can stop doing and just focus on the upper eye. Okay. As you can see, that really opens up the area. And then of course, Whiplash. Clean mascara, absolutely amazing. Love this stuff. Once you start using a clean mascara, you will find you don't want to go back to anything else because you can see like the irritation that it can cause without a clean mascara. That's one thing I've noticed. This stuff makes your eyelashes so long. So I'm going to focus on my top lid and leave off my mascara on the bottom. So right away you can see the difference in how much my eyelashes from one coat. Add a second coat here. Whoops. And then work on the second eye. I also have some pictures of before and afters with the mascara and how amazing you can see in the pictures of it side by side, but just really good. So again, I'm lifting up and focusing on moving products up versus pulling it down. Okay, next moving on to bronzer, blush. So we have some amazing brushes. I don't know what's left, so check those out if there's any still online because they are incredible products. Okay, so with the bronzer, I'm gonna work on my upper cheekbone and just kind of pull it into or framing my face. Again, moving upwards motions and highlighting that area, kind of where you would get sun. So kind of like the forehead area down to your cheekbones. You can even do on the nose area. And then through here, just kind of highlighting your jawbone to create more of a lifted face. And then next, I have another brush that I'm going to use for the blush. Another thing that we want to do is really, instead of just focusing on the apples of the cheeks, using the blush to move upward right above where you did the bronzer. Again, you are creating a lifted look. And this is, again, so important to do as we age. So instead of pulling stuff down, you want to create lift. And then I'm going to go back with my beauty bronzer and clean that up. But that is my face makeup routine. And then the last thing I'm going to do is our peptide stick. This stuff is amazing. So as we age, our lips tend to thin out. So putting on products that are going to help build that area back up. Peptides are collagen producing. They're going to increase the lip area, and it's extremely hydrating as well. We have Smooth also in just a clear color that I love to keep in my bedside table and put on every night. But we have several different shades for daytime. And it is just a light finish. It is not too dark at all. And we have more pink shades, more burgundy. But I've had people ask, like, what do you do to prevent your lips from just creasing in the wrinkle area? And my thing is by increasing that area, by using the peptides to plump that area back up naturally over time with a peptide stick is going to be the number one thing that you can do to help that. So there's my quick face routine. I've gone a little bit longer than I'd hoped. I hope you're still tuning in. If you have questions, please let me know. But we have an incredible survey that you can take, or skincare quiz, to see which products are going to be best to treat. I can also help you with that. So feel free to ask. Have a great day. Thanks.